Stylish interior design ideas for a corner living room. As practice shows, arranging the design of a corner living room is a rather complicated process, because you will have to work a little to create harmony and comfort in such a room. At the same time, the decision to design a corner living room, as a rule, is due not only to the desire of the owners of the living space. Such an idea may be based on the need for a visual increase in space, the need to correct the shape or correct the proportions of the room. Next, we propose to consider some of the options for creating an interior in a corner living room in more detail. Corner living room features. First of all, but what we would like to draw attention to at the beginning of our conversation is the very concept of a corner living room. We all know that the functional purpose of this kind of premises is quite wide. Here we receive guests, spend time with family for pleasant communication or watching TV, read and relax after a hard day's work. In most examples, furniture and other interior items are evenly spaced around the room, and accents, which almost no design solution can do without, always look balanced. As for creating a design in a corner living room, it is customary to focus on one of the corners. All attention in the corner living room should be focused on only one part of it. All other components are assigned the role of a harmonious complement. The basic principles of creating an interior in a corner living room. In order for such an interior solution not to look like an attempt to disguise something, but to fill the room with some kind of zest, you should follow some rules that can be attributed to the basic recommendations. All the tasks that arise in the process of creating an interior are very similar in structure, and the key principles that experts recommend to be guided by are based on the presence of an accent corner in the living room and the creation of an asymmetric composition. When creating an interior in a corner living room, there should be only one active corner. Two accents in the same room will not only lead to a violation of the concept, but can also visually distort the shape of the room. If we are talking about living rooms with a complex design, then in this case, if there is a single design idea, you can break any rules. An equally important factor is the mobility of furniture, namely the use of all kinds of structures that can, if necessary, change their appearance, configuration and location, which will avoid the feeling of boredom and monotony. Giving preference to such a proposal, you can make changes to the interior at any time without violating the main composition. We propose to pay special attention to the use of all kinds of corner furniture in the interior design of the living room, which made a splash in the field of design. Corner wall in the living room. The main feature of the corner walls is to save space in a room with any area, and the furniture set itself is a complex of spacious cabinets and shelves, with the obligatory presence of space for a TV, other equipment and other accessories. Such designs, although they are not large in size, as a rule, contain a large number of things and are multifunctional. In apartments with a small area, such a solution will exclude the use of overall furniture for arranging a room. As for spacious living rooms, in this case, the installation of a corner wall will help to avoid the acquisition and placement of unnecessary pieces of furniture around the perimeter, which will lead to clutter and excessive clutter of space. In addition, a variety of styles of modern furniture will allow you to create something unusual, interesting and stylish in the living room. corner sofa in the interior of the living room. An undoubted accent in the design of any living room is a set of upholstered furniture or a sofa, and in our case we will consider the installation features of a corner design. At first glance, it seems that upholstered furniture with clear, straight lines should take pride of place in one of the corners. And this is undoubtedly one of the acceptable and relevant options used in the process of arranging the living room. However, the designers claim that such a design looks good enough in the middle of the room, especially when it comes to models in which the corner can change its position without violating the space and the overall style of the room. Choosing a wardrobe for a corner living room. Due to the fact that the corners do not always take part in the arrangement of the interior, very often the owners of the living room are faced with a feeling of tightness. The free space formed in the room in such examples is able to remove them. Therefore, designers recommend eliminating such nuances by placing a compact and spacious closet in one of the corners of the living room. It can be a model with mirrors, a wardrobe with a classic door opening option, or a custom-made wardrobe. No less original and common solution is a closet, resembling a dressing room in appearance, designed to store various categories of things and household items. The triangular shape of the product creates an increased depth of the so-called dressing room. Doors in such spacious cabinets can be standard or rounded. Corner showcase in the interior of the living room. Another attractive and quite popular option for arranging a living room can be called such a type of furniture as a showcase or display cabinet. Such a model will definitely appeal to the hostesses, because by purchasing such a design, on the one hand, you have the opportunity to simultaneously store and show guests beautiful dishes, figurines and others. If desired, in such a cabinet, you can immediately combine several categories of items at once, for example, a bar, crystal dishes, books, crafts or valuable gifts. As for the shape and type of the showcase, not only triangular showcases will look attractive in the corner living room. Rectangular, square or trapezoidal products with characteristic rounding or without them will wonderfully fit into many interior styles. As we have already said, the key to success in arranging a corner living room is to highlight one of the corners of the room with an expressive accent, which can be used as a pretty wall, a set of upholstered furniture, a wardrobe and other items. It remains only to think through all the details and decide on the overall style. Good luck!